have to 84, so I don't think I've ever seen that in, what, 4 games? Yikes.
kind of laughed that one off. But Kendall was a perfect 6 for 6. Kate was 4 for 4. And it was great to see this. I know that those are some stats that Coach Steele really would like to see be consistent throughout the season. But, man, I tell you what, shooting like they did at 3 from beyond the arc was fantastic. The Nighthawks then went down yesterday and played, actually they left Thursday, played yesterday down in Ellensburg against Westmont College out of the Pac West. Yesterday and today were supposed to be back-to-back games, but for some reason the second game of the doubleheader did not pan out, so Coach Steele set this game up. But Westmont College out of California, like I said, came out of the gate swing, and they opened up the game with 11-2 run to take the early lead. The Nighthawks went on a 9-run of their own to even the score at 11, but it was Westmont who held the 18-13 lead at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, NNU earned their first lead and outscored Westmont 12-3, shooting 3 of 10 from the field and 1 deep ball, and made 5 free throws. At the end of the first half, your Nighthawks led 25-21. After some back and forth in the third quarter, the Nighthawks began to separate themselves from the Warriors with 8 unanswered points to finish off the quarter. Shaughnessy Davis scored 6 consecutive points, and that was a good sign for Coach Steele. I know that Shaughnessy was looking to put forth a great effort, and she did. And Bo Brugman also scored the final 2 points in that quarter. The Nighthawks entered the fourth quarter with 11-0 lead with 2:30 remaining in the game. Westmont hit 3-point shot to come up to 49-46, and then you went on a small run to gain a 10-point lead where they dust settled and they ended up with the 61-54 win. Kendall Clark and Bo Brugman each finished the game with 13 points. Kendall also had 6 rebounds, second only to her sister Emma, who grabbed 8 rebounds. Tonight's afternoon contest is with Whitworth University out of Spokane. The Pirates came to tonight's game with a 1-2 record, with their last game against Walla Walla on Thursday evening, where they dropped that relatively close game, 62-56. Cheyenne Rogers led the Pirates in that game, 14 points, including 12 in the second half to spark what was nearly a great comeback for Whitworth, but Pirates again came up short. But what I'm going to do is turn it over to Noah and have him kind of check in with what scouting report Steve Steele and Stacy Van Dyken have for tonight's game.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. If there's one defining characteristic for the Pirates, it's they like to shoot the 3 ball. Right now they're attempting 32 threes a game. They don't shoot it overly efficiently, really as a team, only shooting 23%. But really, they play very, very hard. Expect lots of defensive pressure against the Nighthawks. They're holding opponents to just 31% shooting from the field and only 18% from 3. And so you talk about they're not shooting a very high clip themselves, but they're holding their opponents to an even lower percentage. They're going to play hard. They're going to force a lot of turnovers. They're forcing 17 turnovers a game. Now, on the flip side of that, they also commit 21 turnovers a game. Really, the defining characteristic for the Pirates is they want you to play your game. And so the key for the Nighthawks today is going to sticking to their guns, not allowing Whitworth to dictate the pace. Some key players we're going to focus in on. Kimberly Dewey's the player to watch for the Pirates. Senior guard is averaging 16.3 points per game on 38% shooting from the 3 and 95% from the line. Now, she is only shooting 27% from the field, and so the key for the Nighthawks will be chasing her off the line, getting her off that 3-point line. Other players to watch are including Zalissa Sanfo as the Pirates' leading rebounder. She's pulling down over 9 rebounds per game. And then another player to watch is going to be Cheyenne Rogers, as Rob just mentioned. She was their leading scorer the other night. Plays very, very hard. That was something that Coach Steele really emphasized. She's going to go up and down the court quickly in transition. She's looking to fire those 3-pointers. Really, the key characteristic up and down the lineup, they're scrappy, they're athletic, they play very hard, and they love to shoot the 3-ball. Really, all those going to be a recipe for chaos if the Nighthawks don't really play their game and stick to their guns. But it's going to be an exciting one, Rob.
Yeah, it will be. And you mentioned something that was important is turnovers. I know that so far this season, the Nighthawks have committed 84 turnovers and their opponents 78. And that is kind of a flip of what has happened traditionally with a Coach Steele basketball team. So it'll be, like you said, Noah, an exciting game, and I look forward to it. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon in the Johnson Sports Center, beautiful Nampa, Idaho. And we will be right back with you after the invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, and the starting lineups. We'll be back with you real shortly. Thanks for joining us here on the Nighthawk broadcast.
Turn down two and three.
2 and 3.
Just in case. All the way down.
All the way.
Some Nighthawk fans out there ready to make some noise for your team. Here we go. Starting at guard, 5'8" junior Tacoma, Washington. Number 2, Shaughnessy Davis. Also at guard, 5'10" freshman from Melba, Idaho. Number 3, Kendall Clark. And guard 5'7" junior from Melba, Idaho, number 4, Kate Clark. And the senior of the sisters, the guard 5'6" from Melba, Idaho, number 11, Emma Clark. And forward 6' junior from Kennewick, Washington, number 23, Madeline Gamers.
Well, folks, welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center. Again, I'm Rob O'Donohue with Noah Peterson, and we're excited to see this game this afternoon. And don't forget, folks, around 4 o'clock Mountain Time, your men will be taking on Cal State LA down in Ellensburg. So if you want to check that out, you can go to NNUsports.com and check in to see how they're doing. And hopefully what we can do is we can give you an update if that game gets underway, or when that game gets underway. So, well, I'm excited to see Maddie Gabers again. Boy, I tell you what, she's been the Nighthawks' leading scorer. Been a fantastic addition for Coach Steele's team. And, of course, you know, the Clark sisters, my goodness, for Melba. They have been just such a great group of young ladies to be playing. So, here we go, Noah.
Nighthawk basketball starts right now.
There we go. Pirates will start with the first possession.
We'll see how long it takes before the Pirates left off their first 3.
There's some great team defense right there. And, of course, Nighthawks are all over the court. Emma kind of tried to shut down Dewey, but got a little body into her. That would be Emma's first team foul. Back up top to Dewey. Guarded by Clark. Right-hand dribble down to the lane. No good. Forced shot. Rebound. Shaughnessy Davis up to Maddie Gabers. Gabers back to Shaughnessy Davis. Coach Steele telling him just to go ahead and set things up, slow things down a little bit. It's nice having Shaughnessy direct. Man, what a great crossover. First step is awesome.
And that's just taking control right away, seeing the opportunity and going all the way to the hole. And on the flip side, you see the same thing, Whitworth coming right back.
We've got to shut down, make her pass the ball, not let her dribble coast to coast. All right, Gabers the ball back to Emma Clark at the top, left-handed dribble drive. Well, that's a tough shot. Nice rebound. Couldn't control it. Emma with the steal. Back out to Clark. Shaughnessy Davis. Shot clock did not need to be reset. Officials corrected that. 28 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, and you're seeing her early, how aggressive those Clark sisters are. They're really taking advantage of, you know, putting their will into the game and being scrappy and kind of bringing the game to the Pirates. The more they can do that, the more effective it's going to be.
You bet. Bo Brugman checks in for Unite Hawks. Emma Clark back up top to Brugman. Shaughnessy Davis, dribble drive, pass underneath to Clark, and a basket is good. Boy, that's a nice-looking play right there, huh, Noah?
That's a great job. Initiating contact and still finishing strong with that right hand. Kendall really high-pointed that ball to bring it in. That's a great lob at the top by Davis and getting that finish, embracing the contact and finishing strong. That's a great job there.
Clark shot up and good.
Man, her presence inside offensively for the Nighthawks is just such an impact. If they can get Kendall going early, that's going to be a big difference maker.
It will be for sure. Fitzgerald on the drive, loses the ball on baseline, back out. 3-point shot, no good. There's one of their 32 attempts.
31 to go.
There you go. Shaughnessy Davis over to Clark on the far side. Emma back out top to Kendall, back to Shaughnessy, left elbow, back up top to Bo. I thought Bo was going to take the shot, yeah. She was indecisive. She should have taken a shot because I've seen her make that real nice spot-up shot. So,
well, I don't think she expected the pump fake to work as well as it did there, and then getting her defender in the air kind of surprised her and got a little indecisive.
Rogers guarded by Clark, Kate Clark. Down low, underneath to number 12.
That's a
Sanfo.
That's a great high post feed too. That's really hard. And when you're trying to front the defender or front the offensive player like that, if they throw a perfect pass over the top, it's really hard to defend. That's a nice play by the Pirates.
Shaughnessy Davis on the left-handed dribble. Got it blocked down underneath. Rebound Pirates pushing the ball like we talked about early on. That's kind of a travel.
The Nighthawks might have gotten away with a foul there, but they'll certainly take it. That's a great hustle back there by Kate, stopping the fast break. Because that's one thing the Pirates really want to do is they want to get out and run, whether it's getting layups, getting to the free throw line. Again, they're shooting 77% from the line, or just getting an open three. That's what they want to do. They want to get out in transition. They want to run.
Clark back up top to her sister. Back over to Shaughnessy, looking down low for Brugman. Spots up for three from the corner. Good. There we go. I tell you, when she gets that set and has her shoulder square to the basket, she can drop the three ball, which is great to see.
Well, and that rhythm and confidence is so important for any shooter. Seeing that first one fall through the net, especially having a turnover on the previous possession, is going to be big for her and the Nighthawks going forward the rest of this game.
You bet. Rogers on the drive.
Great
denied.
Rotation.
Oh.
Here's a little bit of that chaos we were talking about, too. Holy cow.
All right. Nighthawks control the ball here a little bit. Oh, there's a push through. That should be a foul on number 30. Or number 10. Oh, 10. Pirates foul on number 10, Maya Edwards. Her first personal. Team foul 2. Looks like Steve's going to go with a little bit of a mini line change. Good to see Cammie Kanishka back in the ball game and on the court. She's been out with that cleanup of her knee. She played a little bit. Oh, offense. Yep. Loy Wade gave a little forearm shover underneath.
Yeah, that's one of those things, too, where the officials are watching like a hawk for those screens inside, because every baseline out-of-bounds play is going to have a lot of screens involved, and when it's exposed like that, gives the refs opportunity to call those if you don't execute correctly.
McLean for the Pirates checking in also on the far corner. Dribble drive on the baseline, turn over to Kanishka. Cammie stepped right into that one. Cammie pushing the ball up for your Nighthawks. Brugman at the top. Back to Kanishka, looking down low for Loy. Loy's spin move, left hand, kind of partially blocked by Sanfo. She's got to be a little quicker on that spin move.
I'll tell you what, though, early on, the Nighthawks' defensive rotation has looked excellent. They've gotten beaten off the dribble a couple of times, but that backside rotation has turned into turnovers a couple of times for the Pirates.
Dewey back to Driggs. Driggs down on the baseline drive. Got shut down there. Back up top. 3 to shoot on the shot clock. That's either a travel or jump ball. Possession goes to the Nighthawks. I didn't know. I thought she might have traveled. She got shut down on the baseline there.
I'll tell you what, the officials certainly aren't excited to call travels or fouls necessarily today. There's been a couple of times where there's been some hefty collisions that have been turnovers or jump balls.
Checking in for the Pirates, number 5, Ashlyn Nielsen, out of Odessa, Washington. All right, Brugman into Kanishka, who will be at the point.
In a 1-3-1 zone now. Looks like the Pirates were tired of getting cut up by that pick and roll.
Brugman with a left hand. I don't think she wanted to shoot that left-handed, but hey.
I'll say if the goal of the zone is to stop dribble penetration, that wasn't a very good job of that by the Pirates.
And Emma's got a quick first step, that's for sure.
Well, and the key with the zone is really finding those holes. That's what Brugman did. Easy find for Clark, easy finish for Brugman.
McLean on the far side, dribble, got shut down. Deep 3 ball. Good by Fitzgerald.
Well, and that's what they're going to do, too. That's what happens when you collapse. Ooh.
There's a couple of thigh busters right there.
Ouch.
Yeah, we can't afford any more injuries.
No, Rob, we can't.
All right. 4:41 left, media timeout. Your Nighthawks are up 10-7. Thanks for joining us here at the Johnson Sports Center in beautiful Nampa, Idaho. And welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center, where your Nighthawks are leading 10-7 against Whitworth out of Spokane, Washington. Nighthawks will be inbounding the ball.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if Whitworth keeps switching up those defenses, trying to disrupt that dribble penetration that Nighthawks are trying to do. It looks like they're back in man already after one possession of 1-3-1.
Cammy on the dribble, back to Brugman for another 3-ball, up and good. Oh my gosh, that's so nice to see the confidence there with the threes.
Well, and that motion is just so simple. It's a pick and roll, and you make that help side defender choose. If they commit to that roll, then Brugman's defender is leaving, and she's going to be wide open at the top.
Nighthawks playing some tough defense. Looked like they were trying for a pick and roll. They did not get it. Back up top to Rogers. Rogers down low to Sanfo. Kicks it back out to Maxwell. No good. Kanishka with the ball, pushing the ball up to Brugman. Why not? Hot hand. Nope. Boy, Lloyd Wade almost helped with a turnover right in front of the Pirates bench, but back on defense they come.
One for Brugman, right? Why not? I mean, she's come out, back-to-back threes. You get a look in transition. I think Coach Steele would like for that to be a three or a layup, a little bit more efficient shot than a mid-range shot. But when you got the hot hand, you kind of got to roll with it.
Rogers, the left-hand layup. Oh, it's still a live ball. Lloyd did save it. It's kind of an errant pass. There's a turnover by the Pirates. One thing we want to control again is the turnovers. Force them to turn over and us to control ours.
And that's something that's really difficult to do when you're talking about pacing, is when a team is being frantic and really trying to push the ball. Really controlling your own pace as an offense and not getting sped up yourself is something that's really important, really difficult to do.
Kanishka back over to Brugman, looking down low. Nice inlet pass. Lloyd, crossover step. Man.
Beautiful move in the post. Beautiful. Use that little head fake, come back to the left hand. That's very, very hard to guard.
15-9, Nighthawks are up with just under 3 minutes to play. Cammy playing some tough defense on Rogers. Brugman shut down the drive by Fitzgerald. Jump ball. Possession stays with the Pirates. Shaughnessy Davis checking back in for Brugman. Also checking in for the Pirates. Number 4, Rachel Cram. Could not see her. Her ponytail was in the way.
Well, another possession, another good defensive rotation there by Brugman. She comes out of the game. She's doing it on offense, but getting that over and being able to stand straight up without fouling is really impressive.
We have to have some backside help there.
And that's what we're talking about, too, is when it's there, it's one of the most important aspects of a man-to-man defense. If you don't have that rotation, you get beat off the dribble, you're going to be exposed all day long.
Another good inlet pass down to Lloyd, back out to Maddie Gabers, no good. Clark with the rebound, back up to Cammy Kanishka or to Davis. Boy, she's quick on the dribble, isn't she?
Ooh.
Just a little tough on the left hand. That'll be all right. I mean, I like that aggressiveness by Shaughnessy. Nice defense by Cammy Kanishka.
Well, especially when the Nighthawks have come out shooting, a higher clip from three-point. When Shaughnessy drives, she's going to make that defense collapse. It's going to open up more opportunities on the perimeter for the Nighthawk shooters.
Sanfo checking back in for the Pirates. Ball inbounded to Sanfo. Back to Cram. Turnover, Pirates. 1:59 left. Nighthawks are up 15-11. Coach Steele letting Cammy know what play he wants to set up. Ball was a little dead there. Got a little lucky, little give and go there to Cammy.
Play on, the refs say.
Whoa. Okay. Dewey with the ball down low, back out to Dewey. Stolen by Shaughnessy Davis. Quick hands by Shaughnessy. Up to Gabers, back to Davis.
We talk about the Pirates having a lot of turnovers too. That's a great shot fake inside.
Yep, and the foul.
We talk about the Pirates having a lot of turnovers. Adding that defensive pressure for the Nighthawks, really forcing them to make those. Even if they're apt to do it on their own, adding pressure is only going to help that recipe.
Looks like Emma Clark and Bo Brugman checking back in. Good minutes by Cami Kanishka. I know that that she's happy to be back on the court, but I know that hopefully the conditioning will catch back up with her. Cami's a great competitor. Lori Wade just a little short on her free throw. She's got that weird, your dad and I talked about this last year. That rotation on the ball is a little bit different coming off her hand. I don't know if you noticed it, but it does work for her.
Well, that's something you can see from some players where they just learn to shoot a certain way when they're 8 and they're good at it and it works for them. And if it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
I would agree with you. Kendall Clark checking back in for your Nighthawks. Driggs with the ball. Over to Cram. Cram dribble drive. Back out to Driggs. Cross court over to Dewey. Dewey drives. Little hand check.
A little ticky-tack for the contact we've seen in lack of calls and other plays, but.
Yeah, man, I tell you. Dewey at the line, shooting 2. 1 minute left to play. 16-11. Nighthawks are still up. First shot up and good for Kimberly Dewey out of Reardon, Washington. Dewey's second offering up and good.
Well, and Rob, even though the Pirates don't really shoot very efficiently from the field or from the three-point line, they do shoot really, really well from the free throw line. And so that's one thing. The Nighthawks just need to be disciplined in not fouling. Of course, the refs are outside of the control, but Coach Steele would say you don't want to blame the refs.
You bet.
On either side.
Clark with 3 ball. Good. Wow. Kate Clark gets on the scoreboard.
But back to what I was saying, you really want to keep the Pirates off the line because they will punish you if they get there.
Driggs with the ball, down low. Good, tough team defense down underneath the basket. Shaughnessy Davis with the ball. Probably looking to one shot or at least reduce the possession for the Pirates on their final shot. Down low to Kendall. Kendall got reached in on. Yeah, late foul there. Looked like Driggs reached in. Yep. Her first personal. Team foul 5. Checking in for the Pirates, number 10, Maya Edwards.
Well, getting those post touches is just so important because as we talked about before, the more touches you get inside, the more the defense is going to collapse. And especially if Kendall's able to convert either from the field or from the free throw line, that's really going to have to change the dynamic of what Whitworth is doing on defense, force them to collapse, and that's going to open up more opportunities for Brugman, Kanishka, and others who are going to open up on the outside.
You bet. Clark's first attempt up and good. Second offering up, just a little strong. Pirates pushing the ball with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dewey with the ball, harassed by Clark. Brugman blocked, out of bounds with 2.3 seconds left. That's good backside help by Brugman. Boy, I tell you what, it's good to see. We got Elliott Lee checking in. I know it's only 2.3 seconds, but it's nice to see her coming off the bench. Give some people a little bit of a breather. Dewey with a shot. I think, did that get tipped or just a short?
It was a good contest either way.
Yeah.
Good job contesting and not fouling. That's exactly what you want to do at the end of the quarter.
You bet. Well, the Nighthawks are up 20-13 after the first period. We'll be back with you after this quick break.
And we're back for a quick stat breakdown after the first quarter. Going back to those keys, really only saw 3 3-pointers from the Pirates. They're shooting 1 for 3. Nighthawks are actually shooting 3 for 4, 75% early from 3. Another key we talked about, Nighthawks want to put a lot of defensive pressure on the Pirates. That's really what we talked about was going to be a key. 5 steals by the Nighthawks in that first quarter, and forcing 7 turnovers as a whole. The Nighthawks are leading the turnover battle 7-4.
All right, Kate Clark starts where she likes to, and that's a dribble drive, left hand. Basket did not fall, but she did have the Pirates commit another foul.
Well, what that is immediate recognition of there being a lack of backside help. She caught it, did not hesitate, gave a little jab step toward the middle, got her defender to bite up, and then went and attacked with that offhand and got to the line.
There you go. Emma missed her first free throw. And misses her second, but gets the rebound down low to Maddie Gabers. That was blocked. Stepped out of bounds.
Well, we talked about there potentially being some chaos. There's certainly been some chaos here early on, Rob.
Yeah, it's great when you see a player miss their free throw, attack the board, get the rebound, and unfortunately we didn't get that. But I tell you what, great team play right there. A little give and go back to Emma. Emma gets the ball up and in, 22-13.
Well, absolutely. Momentum is such a big thing for at an individual level. Emma missed, both free throws there. Was able to get her own rebound, keep possession, and then was able to take advantage right off of it.
Dewey with about a 15-footer. 22-15. Nighthawks. There's a nice give and go to her sister. Boy, I tell you, Emma to Kendall, it's like they played in her backyard down there in Melba right there. That's nice to see that.
Just beautiful pick and roll offense there. Make the defender choose. Emma with the dish, Kendall with the finish. It's beautiful offense.
All right, Elliott Lee up to Cami Kanishka, who's pushing the ball up. Over to Elliott. Cami calling out the play. Up top to Emma. Emma's, I thought she was going to take a shot. Down low to Kendall. Kendall, man, what a nice spin move. Even with the right hand, I thought she'd go up left, but she went right hand, so there we go. Nighthawks coming out on fire in the second period. Playing great defense and team ball there on offense.
Just very poised on the offensive and defensive ends. They're executing very, very sharply. 2 very efficient baskets by 2 of the Clark sisters early on.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Nighthawks playing tough D again.
I said that lack of backside help there was tough, especially when you're going to front the post. When you're fronting that roll, not having the backside help leaves an opportunity for that pass to enter.
Timeout by the Pirates called by the coach, and we'll be back with you after this quick timeout.
The sponsor for Stats and Snacks. That's why we want to remind all NNU
Welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center, Orion Hill Center Court, home of your Nighthawks. I'm Rob O'Donohue with Noah Peterson. Nighthawks are up on the Whitworth Pirates, 26-17, with 8 minutes to go in the second period. Nighthawks will inbound the ball. Maddie Gabers to Cami Kanishka. And the Pirates stayed in their man-to-man defense, it looks like. Nice pass to Clark up top. No good, a little short. Rebound Pirates. Dewey with the ball, guarded by Kanishka.
Great
Cami got
hands.
great hands. Oh, wow. they're going to give. I tell you what, Cammie's like, I'm going for the goal line. You're not going to stop me.
When you see on the replay right there, 24 is still trying to shuffle sideways. Cammie said, you're not going to stop me. She's going up, and she's taking advantage. Going back. That's why you embrace contact as an offensive player. It's so hard in transition as a defensive player to go and get set and really take that charge. More times than not, if you're able to initiate that contact with a defender that's running with you, you're going to be able to get the call. In that case, she went up strong and got the and one.
Good to see that, especially Cammie getting back in after, from knee surgery, giving it a test. All right, Nighthawks are up by a score of 28-17. Ooh, looked like a rolled ankle there, but Fitzgerald over to Dewey. Dewey looking down low on that pick and roll, got blocked. Oh, how that Gaber's got a great block.
That was close. That's one of those things that it's just hard for us to see from up here. Maybe a little hand, maybe a little ball, probably a little bit more ball, but ultimately that's not our job.
Loy Wade, Bo Brugman, and Shaughnessy Davis checking back in. At the line for the Pirates, shooting 2 would be Alyssa Fitzgerald.
Well, obviously the Nighthawks enjoying a 10-point lead here early in the second quarter, but they would certainly appreciate if their lead was a little bit larger. They're shooting, only, 37% from the line, the Nighthawks are, compared to, I don't think Whitworth has missed a free throw yet. Yeah,
they just did.
They just missed their first one. And so that's really a window of opportunity, even though you have a lead, something the Nighthawks certainly would like to buckle down, considering they shoot, 75% from the line for the season.
Quick three-point shot by Kate Clark. Elliott Lee contending. There's the back door. Oh, how many steps do you get? Ooh.
Wow.
Really didn't see much contact there. I thought she took an extra step, honestly, but that's why we're up here and don't have a whistle.
Yeah, it seemed like a little bit like a late call, but Kate didn't seem overly upset with that one, so, who knows.
The line for the Pirates is Kimberly Dewey. Her first one up and good, rattles around. Getting ready for her second. Second ball up and no good. Rebound, Shaughnessy Davis. Shaughnessy to Brugman, to Elliott Lee. Dribble up top, looks like a give and go. Nice lead pass. Man,
that's beautiful.
She lofted that like about 2 inches right over the top of Samfo, and good soft hands by Loy Wade to receive it and put the ball up in the basket.
And that's all about chemistry, too. Like throwing it up over the defender like that, that's not something that haphazard that happens. That comes from reps and practice and chemistry more than anything else.
3-ball missed by the Pirates. Shaughnessy Davis over to Elliott Lee with a good head fake. Elliott went into the bigs, and hey, you got to put the ball in the basket. You got to try. So Elliott will have more success as the season progresses, but didn't deter. Nighthawks will still inbound the ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, and sometimes you got 5'3" versus 6'1", and sometimes
there you go.
That's just what happens.
Yeah, that height differential thing. Emma Clark into Loy Wade, give and go of their own. Back out to Elliott. Come on, Elliott. There it is.
Beautiful
Elliott
offense.
Lee corner.
So that's what we talked about earlier. Getting that defense to collapse, going to open up opportunities for shooters in the corner. That time, Lee takes advantage.
Well, that's got to give her some confidence, too.
Well, clearly unshaken by that block. She had a great move to get the basket, had the block, unshaken, comes back with the three-pointer. That's great confidence right there.
Driggs with the ball. Brugman on the defense, forces a tough shot. Crossover by Driggs. I thought she was going to be okay, but errant shot. Emma deep. Got shut down at the baseline. Back out to Shaughnessy Davis. Up top to Lee. Over to Emma. Little give and go to Loy. Oh, nice move. A little head fake. Oh. I thought maybe Loy was going to get the ball back, but boy, I tell you, I love the aggressiveness by Loy. She's doing what she needs to do. More of those balls will fall for her, but keep on attempting that underneath the basket, Loy.
Well, especially you love to see the confidence with the left hand underneath. You know, even though that one doesn't fall, just having the confidence to be able to go to either hand really keeps the defense off balance.
A little Euro step by Rogers. Gets the basket to fall. Loy cross court over to Elliott for another 3-ball. Just a little long. I love the confidence. You know, keep on shooting the ball, kid. Rogers with the ball, guarded by Emma Clark. Up top to Maxwell. Maxwell hands off to McLean. McLean dribble. Wow, their little hop step thing is unorthodox, and I don't know, it just doesn't look right, but.
Well, and it's really not a very strong move either. You saw her pick up the ball around the free throw line, really not having that long a stride like you see from, you know, bigger players. You really want to avoid bailing out a player like that, going at their weak hand, trying to throw a floater from 8 feet. That's a really, really difficult shot to make. Obviously, they're shooting a much, much better percentage from the line, and that carries true across the sport of basketball. An 8-foot floater is always going to be more efficient than, you know, free throw shots, and so really staying away from those fouls if they can is going to be key.
McLeod makes her first and makes her second. 33-23, Nighthawks up by 10. 4:30 left in the second period. Inbound to Gabers, and I don't know what they called. Black 20, foul on Emma Maxwell. And
Looked like
there's a hold?
Like some holding in that screen action. They were trying to set that flare screen for Davis, and I think there was some grabbing of the jersey there.
Shaughnessy inbounding the ball to Kendall. Kendall with a dribble drive to the baseline, but got fouled.
I think that two-hand push again, trying to go baseline.
That would be on number 10, Edwards. And is that her third?
That's her third.
4th team foul. So Edwards has to watch herself. They're playing tough defense on the inbound. Gabers on the left hand. No good. That would be a good place for a nice head fake right there. Strong pass by Dewey. Out of bounds, Pirates. Nighthawk basketball. Checking in, Kate Clark for her sister Emma.
And one thing I've really been surprised by so far is, you know, one of the trademarks of a Coach Steele defense is really the pressure they put in full court. And you really haven't seen a lot of that today, which is a little bit surprising considering how often, you know, Whitworth turns over the ball.
Gabers over to Shaughnessy on the right elbow. Down low to Kendall. Man, that's a tough shot. They're letting them play underneath, that's for sure. I would have thought that they would have got a block down low, but no.
Well, it's one of those things, too, that you just have to adjust to how the game's being called and how the defense is playing. They've gone without any head fakes, going straight to the left hand a couple times now. Might be time to switch it up, at least with your post move, or maybe to get a different look on offense.
Boy, Elliott Lee's playing some great defense on McLean. 3-ball corner pocket, good by number 3, Cheyenne Rogers. Block and the count it.
Wow.
Woo, the continuation.
I didn't know we were playing in the NBA, Rob.
I'll take that. That was, you know, that I thought she got her down on the floor, but man.
I'll tell you what, continuation rule or not, that's still an incredibly difficult finish coming with the left hand. That little side step, that long Euro step, finishing strong with the left hand, that's a great move, either way.
Yeah, she was like 12 feet out from the basket. Nighthawks still struggling from the free throw line. Dewey with the ball. Up to Maxwell. Maxwell down to the baseline. But they like that baseline attack, don't they?
They really do. And really, the Nighthawks have had a lot of success in stopping that today with that rotation. You know, Lee has to do a better job. She kind of got over it, and then she stepped back at the last second. She's really in a great position to take that charge. If she steps up, that's going the other way. Illegal screen call, it looks like.
On Kendall. Nighthawks 4th team foul. Bo Brugman checking back in for your Nighthawks. Edwards checking back in also for the Pirates. They brought her back in with 2:49 left with 3 personals. There we go. Must know her personnel.
Well, and that's one thing on offense. I'm finding out whoever Edwards is guarding, and I'm giving isolation so they can just attack her because she's not going to be able to give any, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Cami Kaniska with the 3 ball, a little strong. Brugman did not get the rebound. Pirates bring the ball across half court. Turnover forced by the Nighthawks. Kendall Clark. Steve Steele wants to run the ball, and I think they just wanted to get it to a point guard. Kaniska looking down low to Kendall with a nice move underneath. No foul.
And that's her 4th.
Wow, that was like a TV delay there. That is Edwards' 4th personal.
That's really a late call, but at the same time, you have to wonder what Whitworth saw in keeping her in the game and really matching her up with the post like that. Kendall's going to take advantage of that all day. On the flip side, that's a great job by the Nighthawks finding that matchup and really taking advantage because now Edwards is going to be out for a lot of the game.
Yeah. Kendall's first free throw up and good. 36-28. Nighthawks up. 2:06 left in the second period.
And it's great to see one of those free throws finally go through the net. Up until that point, Nighthawks were only shooting 33% from the line, which is very uncharacteristic of them.
Here we go.
Good to see those 2 fall.
You want to take advantage of every opportunity you get.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a breakaway or a free throw. McLean on the dribble drive. Got fouled by number 3.
That was on Kate, I believe.
Oh, Kate.
Yeah, that's another one of those late rotations where, forcing them to prove it at the line is one choice, but you don't even put yourself in that situation if you rotate a little bit sooner.
Emma checking back in for her sister. And McLean will be at the line shooting 2. First one up and good. Pirates are shooting 75% from the free throw line. Second offering up and good. Rattles it in. Checking back in, number 4 for the Pirates, Rachel Cram.
And it's interesting too, Rob, because the Nighthawks have really outplayed Whitworth for the majority of this game, but ultimately it really comes down to how both teams have performed at the free throw line. That's a really big disparity.
Nice ball underneath to Emma. Kicks it back out to Cami. Cami for 3. No good. A little rusty. She'll be all right.
You still love to see that confidence,
yeah.
Though. As a shooter, there's no hesitation there. Off by just a little bit, but still not something to shy away from at all.
Well, it was a tough shot, a weird shot. Driving left-handed, trying to shoot right. Nice transition basketball ball by the Nighthawks.
And that's great vision by Emma, seeing her sister streaking down the backside of the court, lobbing over the top, in stride. That's beautiful.
39-30, Nighthawks are up. 1 minute left in the ball game. Cross-court pass over to Cram. Got shut down. Sanfo with the ball, back up top to Nielsen. Nielsen on the drive, got shut down. Should have been an offensive foul. There it is.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. When you're
backside help.
Backside help, and when you're in the right spot, you take that in the chest, it's going the other way 9 times out of 10. That's a great job by Kendall there. And charges are such a big momentum shifter for a defense too. You gain the momentum, you're in the motion of your offense as an offensive team. Having a charge is so debilitating. It's essentially a turnover.
Well, yeah, and you look at, okay, the point differential, if we turn around and get points off the turnover. Got a quick foul. Samfo's like, what did I do? Oh, and the coach said, yeah, you kind of gave her a little push. And she said, okay. Kendall back at the line, shooting 2. 48 seconds left, 39-30. Nighthawks are up. First offering up and good. Kendall ready for her second attempt. Ball up and good.
And sometimes you just need to see those shots fall. So that's four free throws in a row now made for the Nighthawks, and that's really what they're used to. So good to see them see some drop through the bucket before the end of the half.
See if the Nighthawks can play some tough defense. I don't know. I thought Bo was established, hands up.
Yeah, that's a tough call there. Maybe a little bit of a weight room issue for Brugman, where you're just bigger and stronger. Girl runs into you, and sometimes you get punished for being bigger.
I thought Sanfo was kind of off balance and
Out of control.
not under control. Yeah, but looked like a knuckleball coming off of Sanfo's
Well, I'll tell you
hand
what.
for the free throw.
Tell you what, ball don't lie, as they say.
Ball don't lie. Sanfo's second offering up. And no good. Brugman with a great rebound, strong rebound. Controls the ball. Dewey guarding her. 31 seconds left. Kanishka calling out the play, getting ready to set up. Kanishka to Clark. Little handoff back to Clark. Clark stop and pop. Good. All right. A little unorthodox in that. Looked a little rough, but hey, outcome was what we needed. Dewey dribbling the ball all the way from coast to coast. Throws up a shot that was not good. And the final, or not final score, but the score at the end of the first half, Nighthawks 43, Whitworth Pirates 30. We'll be back with you after the timeout, halftime, and we'll come back with some stats for the first half. It's Rob O'Donohue and Noah Peterson on the call. Thanks for joining us on the Nighthawk Network. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. We've got some halftime stats here for you. Boy, Rob and I didn't realize Kendall Clark really had a dominating first half. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals on 5 of 7 shooting. Not only is she scoring a lot, she's being ultra efficient with it too. Bo Brugman followed up with 8 points, a perfect 2 of 2 from 3, plus minus of 17 from the field, which leads all players. One thing to note in the plus minus section too, not a single Nighthawk is in the negatives, only productivity up and down the lineup from the Nighthawks. Also want to shout out Emma Clark with 5 assists in the first half. There's just been a different level of chemistry, obviously being sisters, and they have grown up together, the 3 of those, and played together forever. But that chemistry is really evident across the board. And one thing too, the Nighthawks have really limited Whitworth to do what they have wanted them to do. Looking at their box score, Dewey led the way with 7 points, but she's only shooting 2 of 6 from the field. Fitzgerald had 6, and then they're kind of spread out up and down the line in terms of scoring goes, but not one person has really hurt them. Sanfo has had 5 rebounds in the first half, and so she's on pace to reach her normal total. But the Nighthawks have really done a good job at mitigating those keys that we talked about before the game. Nighthawks are leading the turnover battle 11-5 with 7 steals, and they're taking advantage of that too. NNU has 12 points off turnovers, Whitworth, none. Another big factor here too, Nighthawks have held Whitworth to 0 fast break points. And we talked about before the game, Whitworth likes to get up and down the court, and so the fact that NNU has limited Whitworth to no fast break points is really very interesting. The one downside for the Nighthawks, and really where Whitworth has had the advantage, and this isn't as evident in the stats as Whitworth missed a couple free throws towards the end of the half. But Whitworth shot 66% from the line, and the Nighthawks really only shooting 53%. Saw them make 4 free throws down the stretch towards the end of the first half, but really uncharacteristic of the Nighthawks to miss that many free throws, really up and down the lineup. But good to see them make those free throws down the stretch toward the end of the half.
You bet, yeah. And I'm like you said earlier, Noah, Clark with 16 points. Shouldn't surprise anybody, but I was not keeping track of that all along, and that's fantastic to see, because that's paint points also, because that's where most of her points are, in the paint, and that's good to see. Right, and well, you want to talk about the free throw bug too. It has not affected Kendall at all. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. She has 6 of the Nighthawks 7 makes from the line. So that free throw bug has not affected her one bit. And I think one of the reasons that the 16 points is maybe surprising is because she's so efficient. Only 2 misses for the only half, 5 of 7 from the field. If she can convert at that kind of rate, man, she's just a matchup nightmare. Well, she's going to be back on the court with Maddie Gabers, Emma Clark, Kate Clark, and Kendall Clark, and Shaughnessy Davis to start the second half. Looks like the Pirates will have the ball. First possession. Thanks for being with us here at the Johnson Sports Center, Orrin E. Hill Center Court. Home of your Nighthawks. A little stumble there by Dewey. Back out to Edwards. Edwards did not fall. I can't believe she's back in a ball game.
I was just thinking that same thing, Rob.
Yeah.
You have to wonder how valuable she is to what they have to do if Whitworth is putting her back in with 4 fouls at the beginning of the second half.
Wow, she got – oh!
And she's done.
I thought she got bailed out, but she didn't.
I don't know that she knows that.
That's 4th. I think it's 4th. Her 4th.
I wonder if we have a miscalculation with our numbers. Maybe that
I think so.
Sense.
Yeah. Because I was surprised that she was even in to start the third period. All right, Shaughnessy back over to Maddie Gabers, left-handed dribble, got back out to Clark. Clark right-hand dribble around the screen. Just missed the glass a little bit. I think if it would have come out the glass, she would have been all right.
Well, we've talked about she's made so many of those contested ones today. I think she might have been surprised that it wasn't contested at all and accounted for contact and just didn't fall.
Boy, long 3 ball, no good by Dewey. Great rebound by Gabers. Steve Steele saying, push it, let's go, girls.
Well, we talked about before the game, too, that the Pirates shoot a lot of threes. They only shot 5 threes in the first half.
Well, that's a nice shot by Emma. About a 12-footer, huh?
Just so in control, and she's been such a great facilitator today. It's easy to forget, she's also a tremendous scorer.
Sanfo with a shot, no good. Rebound, Gabers. Out to Shaughnessy. Oh, nice control there. I thought she could have easily turned the ball over there. Clark with the ball in front of the Nighthawk bench. Left-handed dribble in the key, no good. Back out to Kendall. Dribble drive, back to her sister. No good. Man, that's a great rebound by her sister, Emma. Emma on the floor. Turn the ball over there. Emma.
More chaos ball.
Great. Wow, there's back and forth, a little ping pong there. Back out to Shaughnessy, trying to keep up with everything, folks. So Shaughnessy's looking to set something up for your Nighthawks, get a good shot here. She's calling for the ball. Kendall is. Nice screen. Oh, they got offense. She stuck her knee out.
Yeah, and that's one of those hard things, too, where you're out in the open, the entire gym's watching you, including the 3 officials. You can't stick a knee out, you can't stick out an elbow. That's when it's going to get called almost every single time, unfortunately.
No, that's Kendall's second personal. Nighthawks team 1. Edwards with the ball, guarded by Clark. And there's a nice steal by Emma. No one's going to catch her. Easy up and in.
Her defensive anticipation is just so good. She has great hands. She saw the pass was almost telegraphed. She jumped it. Pick 6 going the other way.
Edwards with the ball. Crossover step on Clark. No good on the shot. Man, they're doing a lot of right-handed layups on the left-hand side. Old school guy, played back in the day. You did that, your coach yanked you out and said, son, you have a left hand, use it. But I understand now these days, they're looking for the foul too. I'm sure somebody come over the top. But, again, that's me and my age, so that's okay, though.
And it's not just your age, Rob. That's one thing. If the goal is to draw a foul, going up with the right hand on the left side, really counterintuitive because the refs, they're not going to bail you out either. That was one thing that Coach Steele really highlighted in our pregame scouting report is a lot of the Whitworth players really like their right hand and they really dislike their left hand. And so anytime that the Nighthawks can force the Pirates to go hard with their left hand, they're going to count that a win every single time.
You bet. Rogers with the ball, guarded by Clark, looking down low. Boy, I tell you what, Gabers shut off the defender or the offensive player for the Pirates. Great, again, defense by Nighthawks.
When something you're not going to see in the stat sheet either, that was great backside communication. The Whitworth player went and jab stepped, was to back cut. Emma communicated to her teammate, was able to pop out and deny that 3, and then Kendall got the deflection in the lane. That communication is so important, and it leads to instability for the Whitworth offense.
All right. Nielsen with the ball. Emma
double dribble.
Yeah, that's a double dribble. I was saying, it shut her down. It was like she wanted to do the back door again, but there was nothing there, and she started dribbling again. Again, great defense, forcing a turnover. That's what Nighthawks need. And now, see if we can turn that into points. Kendall up top, over to Kate on the far elbow. Down low to Emma. Nice. Tell you what, there's nothing wrong with that. Using the glass, little kiss there by Emma. Nighthawks with a little full court pressure.
Well, that's beautiful fundamentals, too. That's a really easy keel shot that a lot of basketball players will work on all the time. Come to the left side, jump stop, get that elbow square, use the backboard. Beautiful fundamentals there.
Emma almost stole the ball from Cram. Ball up to Rogers. Rogers on the dribble drive, right hand, got shut down. Back out top to Fitzgerald. Back to Rogers. No good on the 3 ball. Rebound Nighthawks. Get the ball in Shaughnessy's hands. Back up to Emma in front of the Nighthawk bench. Kate will stop. No good. I thought she could have drove on her, but on the Pirate defender, but she didn't. Cram with the ball, dribble on the far side. Back out to Rogers. Rogers looking for something, nothing there. Looking for Sanfo down low, nothing there. Gaber shuts her off in the paint. Back out top to Fitzgerald, long 3, no good. Media timeout. Oh, Coach Steele calls a timeout. 30-second timeout. And we'll be right back with you after the short timeout. Nighthawks up 49-30. Welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center here in Nampa, Idaho, where your Nighthawks are taking on the Whitworth Pirates out of Spokane, Washington. Nighthawks are up 49-30 with 5:16 to go in the third period. Nighthawks will be inbounding the ball. Brugman to Kanishka, it looks like.
Nighthawks with a 12-0 run over the last 6:46-2. They haven't allowed a basket since the first half.
Defense. Defense wins championships.
That's right, Rob.
At least that's what I've been told. I didn't play a lot of basketball, played a lot of football, but I think it's equivalent and equal in every sport. So it looks
that definitely holds true across a lot of sports. That's for certain.
Looks like Driggs from the Pirates pick up a foul, her second, third team foul. Looks like we're going to the 5-minute media timeout. We'll be back with you after this short break. Nighthawks up 49-30. Welcome back to the Johnson Sports Center here in Nampa, Idaho. Real quick check in on the guys' game. The men are playing in Ellensburg down in Central Washington, but they are playing Cal State LA, and they are up right now in the first half with about 4.5 minutes left, up 30-26. We wish the men good luck in that, and if we get another score, we'll report that back to you. Man, there's a quick basket. I don't know if either the Pirates weren't ready or
I think they forgot to set an alarm there, Rob. They were not awake.
They were not. Cammie picks up her first as she kind of smiles over to coach saying, yeah, my bad. Nice to see Elliott Lee back in the ball game. Elliott, a local product out of Meridian, Idaho at Rocky Mountain High School. Good to see some local talent coming to NNU. Pirates inbound to Dewey, guarded by Elliott Lee. Kick back out, long three ball to Driggs. Driggs nails the corner pocket three.
And frankly surprised we haven't seen more of that today, but really a good job on behalf of the Pirates of taking advantage of that backside help coming over, finding the open
Loy's got to drive. There you go, Loy, head fake. Well, that got blocked. How do you not?
That's a tough call there, Rob. I'm not sure what the officials saw there as far as the deflection goes. Because either you have a deflection or you have a foul,
or you put up a bad shot. But I don't think Loy's going to just roll one off her hand.
I think that's another one of those weight room fouls where Cammie just overpowered that offensive player there and ultimately gets punished for it.
Cammie's misplaying, so she wants to get her money's worth tonight. So, she's playing aggressive. And it's good to see that her knee's holding up. But, let's hopefully not pick up another one here in the short time she's going to be on the court. Another long three ball by the Pirates by number 2, Dawson Driggs. All right, we got to get a hand in her face. Again, we knew that they were going to be shooting around 32 three balls, and hopefully that looks like a block on the Pirates.
Yeah, block and foul there on the Pirates.
On Rachel Cram.
Well, those last 2 threes, so the 3 on the previous possession broke a 14-0 run for the Nighthawks, and now 3 on the very next possession. Narrows the lead down to 15, very quickly.
Dawson Driggs, they corrected the fouls on Driggs. It's her third personal. I thought Bo Brugman was going to get another easy basket underneath but got denied. Loy Wade, nice strong move by Loy.
That's
there
a
we
great
go.
move to the basket. Moving with confidence, going up strong with the right hand. No
Squared up.
hesitation.
You
Absolutely.
bet.
Easy conversion.
All right, Dewey with the ball, guarded by Kanishka. Left-handed dribble into the paint. Nice, about 12, 13-footer.
I'll tell you what, you don't want these Pirates to get into a rhythm because when they shoot them, they can get hot very, very quickly.
Nice kick back out to Camby for three, and good. Boy, that was a nice pass in, kick back out because the defender sunk back down low.
Beautiful adjustment to what the defense was doing, and Camby shot it with confidence. Nothing but nylon.
Cammy a little late on the defense there. And yeah, Steve's gonna call timeout, get his defense together because I don't think there's any help coming over the top.
No, you definitely want to increase that pressure there because they're getting too easy looks right now.
We don't have a mic down on the timeout bench, but I know Steve's saying, hey, what happened to our defense? Backside help. Don't get your face cut. There was a coach, I said this the other night, don't get your face cut, but that's don't have anybody cut right in front of you. You got to make that first good lateral step to cut off the dribble drive. But again, if you do get beat, we got to have some backside help.
Yep, absolutely. It's all about positioning when it comes to defense. If you let someone cut across your face, you've been exposed, and you put the rest of your defense in a bad position.
All right, let's see the Nighthawks get back on the scoreboard here. Kanishka over to Brugman. Brugman back to Cammy with another three ball. Up and good. I know she's been anticipating that feeling of the nice stroke there. Back-to-back threes by Cammy.
Well, and that rhythm is just beautiful, too. No hesitation. And I don't think she hit the rim on either of those shots either, Rob.
Yeah. Head fake by Maxwell. Nice turnover. Steal by your Nighthawks. Cammy dribble drive. Looking for some help by her teammates. Or she's just going to take it herself. Oh, there's a nice inlet pass. Kind of not a really strong bounce pass to Loy, but we'll be all right.
Yeah, that's a great idea, but bounce passes within the key like that, lots of hands in there, really difficult to do well.
Agreed there. Dewey kicking back out to Sanfro. Back over to Maxwell. Maxwell thought about it, no good. Driggs with the ball, dribble drive, kicks it back over. Great defense by Kate.
And that's what you call helping the helper there. So they hit that three about 3 possessions ago where there was no backside rotation to help the helper. That time, I believe it was Kate that dropped to the backside, was able to get that steal. And that's playing team defense.
Checking back for your Nighthawks. Checking in is Elliott Lee. Got Brugman, Loy Wade, Elliott Lee, Kanishka, and Kate Clark on the floor. Shaughnessy Davis getting ready to check back in for your Nighthawks. Bo's got the ball. A little head fake, left hand. Oh, up and in.
Beautiful
Wow.
jab step, beautiful left hand. That's attacking with confidence. That's going right at the defender.
A little up and under there. Kind of nice look there by Bo. Elliott Lee on McLean. McLean gives the little fancy dribble there. Throws the ball deep in the corner to Fitzgerald, no good. Rebound Dewey. No box out.
Well, not on those three-pointers, too. Boxing out's obviously always important, but getting those box out on those long three-pointers is key.
Nighthawks pushed the ball up strong. Kate took it to the hole, but ball was blocked out of bounds by the Pirates. Cammy takes a rest here real quick. Maxwell checking back in, replaces Sanfro. Shaughnessy Davis getting ready to inbound the ball. Kicks back out to Brugman. Shaughnessy Davis down low to Loy, looking to do something underneath. Nice left hand. Nope. That's a good-looking move, though. Under 1 minute to play in the third period, 61-42. Nighthawks are up. McLean with the ball, guarded by Lee. Gets around the screen. Mishandled by Maxwell. Maxwell back to McLean. McLean dribble drive on the far side. Hands off to Cram. Cram back to Maxwell, long 3-ball, good. Just got to get a hand in her face. No one put a hand up.
Well, and the Pirates have seemingly found their rhythm here in the third quarter. That's something that, Nighthawks have been able to maintain a 16-point lead, but want to mitigate that as we get into the fourth quarter.
Nighthawks looking for the final shot.
Looking for the flare screen.
6 seconds left. Brugman on the strong move, left hand, man, off the glass. That's a tough shot.
Beautiful.
Got bodied out, still went up strong with the left hand off the glass. Nice shot, Bo.
And that's up to 14 points for her on the day. She's had a beautiful, beautiful day.
You bet. Bo's a product out of Eugene, Oregon, Sheldon High School. We will be back after the short timeout. Nighthawks up 63-45. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we had a great event here earlier this afternoon. The Nighthawks FCA, Fellowship Christian Athletes, had an all-abilities camp they held for local folks that had a disability or any disability, physical, mental, whatever it is. And it was great to have those folks on campus. I was told that we had over 100 student athletes helping out. We had about 30 participants. It's their first event in the area. And I want to give a shout out to Dakota, Chris Rose, who's on the men's basketball team, and the rest of the FCA participants by setting that up and putting together a great event here at the Johnson Sports Center. I look forward to hearing more about that in the coming days. But again, want to give a shout out to all the young student athletes that participated with that. Again, welcome back. 63-45, Nighthawks inbound the ball to start the fourth period. Shaughnessy Davis, Bo Brugman, Loy Wade, Kate Clark, no basket. Called on Shaughnessy Davis on the offensive foul. Shaughnessy hasn't taken a lot of shots, and I'm glad to see her attack the basket. But
that's really a tough call there, too, because usually one of the things that you want to do to avoid taking a charge like that is jump stopping and really going up strong. She was able to do that, and the Pirates defender was still able to draw a charge. So really, really a tough situation.
Edwards back in for your Pirates. Takes her first shot, no good, out of bounds. Looks like she jammed her finger. She has 4 fouls. She's playing with 4 fouls, and see how long she will be in the ball game. Shaughnessy over to Kate, back at the Bo Brugman, back to Shaughnessy. That a great screen by Loy Wade. I think they're going to get Loy on a foul.
Yeah, loose ball foul there. And that's a great drive baseline, but Shaughnessy needs to recognize that once she gets under the basket, there's a lot of really tall players in there, a lot of trees that it's really hard to shoot through, as a guard. And so maybe smart to either kick it back out to one of your teammates on the three-point line there.
You bet. McLean bringing the ball across court. Kate on her. Brugman playing tough defense on Fitzgerald. Dribble drive. Oh, they're going to call a late foul. It's like, does his whistle get stuck? I don't know.
And that seemed to happen a couple times today. It is a foul on Lee. She's got that late rotation taken in the body. But just a tough break after what was seemingly a good possession.
Edwards at the line. Misses her first. And second offering, no good. Bo Brugman takes the ball and brings it across for your Nighthawks on the far side. Back up to Shaughnessy Davis. Looking for Loy down low. Nice post-up move by Loy. That's good to see.
It's a great touch.
That's about a 5-6 footer. But still, I think, she spun, squared up her shoulders. Nice little floater up and in.
Well, just that soft touch over the front of the rim. You don't always have great steal by Lee.
Oh, yep. The official wanted to call it, but he didn't, and Elliott was off to the races. Then he decided, yeah, I better call it.
Yeah, those kickballs are always tough because it's not really all within your control as a player. It bounces off your foot, you think you got a fast break, and it's coming back. It was an unfortunate break.
I was watching a volleyball match last night in a Big Ten volleyball, and somebody got a ball up with a kick. It was a great play. You don't see very many of those, but when it happens, like, man, that's awesome.
So we saw one of those for the Nighthawks volleyball game last week. That was just an unbelievable rally. Doesn't happen often, but it's interesting how you can utilize, hands, feet in different sports. Basketball, no feet allowed, apparently.
No. All right, Nighthawks cause another turnover. Shaughnessy Davis on a strong drive, no good. Rebound, Kate Clark setting things up at the top.
Well, Shaughnessy's had a couple tough breaks. She had that great drive in the first half. That's a good take to the basket.
Well, I tell you what, the give and go, they're seeing that there's really no backside help, and it's a one-on-one drive. Might as well take advantage of it. You're either going to make the basket or get fouled. And in this case, we got the foul. Little line change for the Pirates.
Well, and back to Shaughnessy, too. She's had a couple excellent drives to the rim, giving herself really good opportunities. They haven't always fallen, but you have to think that she's going to be – well, she won't be satisfied with missing those layups for sure. But she should definitely feel good about being able to blow by the defender. She's done 90% of the job. There will be more opportunities to either facilitate or for her to finish both today and going forward.
I agree. And, the other thing is, too, is that, you see sometimes that if you have somebody with the backside help, hopefully somebody's going to be crashing on the other side so she can dish off. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Nighthawks, nice rebound by Bo Brugman. There we go. She was in a little tip drill with Dewey, but Bo won that one. Nighthawks will have 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, and her effort today has just been stupendous on both ends of the floor, fighting for loose balls. That's a great job.
Nighthawks inbound to Emma Clark. Good to see her back in. Dribble drive, nice little 12-footer, up and good.
Great touch.
Yeah.
That's great touch by Emma, being smart. The pop was open, but she said, I'm going to take it myself, and she converts. Beautiful shot.
Shaughnessy on McLean. That's tough defense. Ooh. Yeah, I thought Kendall was going to get another foul, but tough defense on Sanfro. Deep to Dewey with a three ball, no good. Nice block out by Gabers. Gabers doesn't have a lot of points, but I tell you, she's playing tough defense, good rebounder. Man, I tell you, that was a nice move.
Quick.
That was a step back, take it to the hole. That was a great move by Kendall.
It's almost a sweet perimeter move done in the paint. She was so quick that that lack of hesitation really paid off.
There's a great no call on Bo. McLean got up a little slow, but Bo held her ground.
So we talked about the weight room punishment, getting fouls earlier. That one goes in the favor of the Nighthawks.
I think McLean's hurting just a little bit. She's going to come out of the ball game. Hope she's okay. Sydney from Spokane, Washington. Nothing intentional, I know, by Bo, but you do get hips and abdominal, and every once in a while a jaw and a finger. So, but we hope that Sydney's okay. She'll be back in the ball game. Emma on the quick drive, kicks it back out. Shaughnessy on the far side takes it baseline, up and under, no good. Nice rebound by Shaughnessy Davis. Boy, I tell you, she did not give up on that. Number 2, Dawson Griggs. Driggs, 5th personal. Driggs will check out with 6 points. Officials conversing. 3 team fouls for each Nighthawks and the Pirates. Long inbound to Bo. Back over to Shaughnessy on the far side. Nighthawks are spreading everything out. Man. Jump ball? Or are they going to call a foul on Shaughnessy? Oh, jump ball. Possession will stay with or go to the Pirates. Man, the Nighthawks spread everything out pretty far. And little, now it reminded me of something you'd see back in the 50s and 60s, spread everything out.
That's a great steal.
Maddie Gabers with the steal, and again, the chaos continues. You're not going to beat Emma Clark very often down the court. Well, I tell you what, Dewey's got a great shot. He's a great basketball player right there.
Well, and generally speaking, if you're the Nighthawks, giving up a 12-foot pull-up jumper in transition is a shot that you're normally going to be okay with. But, you know, sometimes you just got to give it to him. That's a great shot there.
Agreed. There's Shaughnessy. Had an open lane, left hand, took advantage of it.
And you know she loved to see that one hit the bottom of the net. As we talked about just a second before, she's had some great looks today. It'll feel good to see that one go through the hoop.
Maddie Gabers playing some tough defense on Fitzgerald. Back up to Dewey. Dewey guarded by Emma. Dewey dribble left-handed. No, she stops. No good. Emma with the rebound. Shaughnessy pushing the ball up across half court. Nighthawks look like they're spread it out again. Bow with the ball on the right elbow. Inlet pass is a little light, but Sanfro's got good wingspan, so she stuck her hand in there, knocked the ball out. Fitzgerald on the shot, no good. Rebound, tipped to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy pushing the ball up to Emma. Emma dribble drive. A little handsy there by Dewey. Gabers with a turnaround, little baby hook, no good. 5 minutes left, 72-47. Nighthawks are up.
They get to a point now too where getting a lot more of that chaos action as we talked about. I'm sure Coach Steele would like them to settle down a little bit.
Ooh, long three ball by Sanfro. Don't see her. I don't think she's taken too many three balls, but does a pretty shot for her. Real quick timeout here. Folks will be back in just a few minutes after the short timeout. Real quick check-in. If you have not been keeping tabs with the men down in Ellensburg or up in Ellensburg, Washington, Nighthawks are up on Cal State LA. They are up 41-37. So hopefully the men can keep up the pace and come back with a victory. They got edged out last night on a three ball against Westminster, losing that game 75-74 at a buzzer beater. So I know that John Hawkins will like to get a win and come home and get ready for some GNAC play. So 4:53 left in the fourth period. Nighthawks are up 72-50 against Whitworth Pirates. Cami Kanishka checking back in. Elliott Lee checking back in as well.
One of the Nighthawks have really quietly extended this lead up to 20 plus over the course of this second half. It hasn't been in really long spurts, but it's really come from the defensive end and them not giving up any easy buckets and just being smart and efficient on the offensive end.
Elliott Lee for three from the corner. Good.
No hesitation again.
No.
Lee.
She's got a pretty shot. Nice elbow. That's good to see Elliott come in and get some points on the board.
Well, there's something about a lefty stroke, too, that just hits a little bit different.
Whitworth trying to match the three ball, no good. Dewey with the rebound, back up on the left elbow. Nighthawks shutting that down. Lloyd Wade, great help, backside. Dribble drive to baseline, no good. Got shut down by the Nighthawks. Three ball by number 5, Ashlyn Nielsen, no good. Long inlet pass down to Kate Clark on the far side. Back to Cammie. Down low to Bo. See how Bo does. Bo knows the backboard.
That's great patience. Back down, turn and square, give a little shot fake, embrace contact, use the backboard. Ooh, that's pretty basketball.
I've been waiting to use the Bo nose. So I don't know, do you remember that? Bo Jackson? Everything was Bo nose when Bo was in football and baseball. Nielsen on the dribble. Man, wow.
Another late whistle.
Bailed her out. It's like that she was out of control. Nighthawks were standing with her hands up, and she went to the court.
And that's one of those things that's really hard to resist as a defender, especially when they're coming down the lane. You think you can block a shot as they're out of control, but it's really just not the wisest decision to always contest it when they're already out of control, falling out of bounds.
And I'm sure it's, Coach, I was just standing there. That's always the defense when you coach asks, hey, how come you didn't get over there quick enough? I was there, hands up.
And the coach says, we'll watch the film and we'll show you otherwise.
Yeah, film day will show. Nielsen puts in her second free throw. Kate Clark with the ball down low to Bo Brugman. See what happens here. Nice move. Turn around. No good. Rebound. Pirates. McLean with the ball. Left-handed dribble by McLean behind the back. Guarded by Elliott Lee. Looking at the ball into Sanfro. Hand off to McLean. Quick hands by Elliott. Stops that drive. Nice defense by Loy Wade. Cami Kaniska pushing the ball up to Clark. Down low to Bo. Nice back door. There's a team offense right there.
That's just a beautiful Laker cut there. Bo backing him down as she did the last two possessions. Keeps her eyes up. Little pocket pass down to the cutter. Beautiful finish.
Hard cut by Loy. That's good to see. Both of them working hard in the paint.
And still early in the season, it's so good to see those chemistry plays on the offensive end. The more that they can polish those up, the later they get in the season, especially when they get into conference play, that's going to be such a huge weapon for them.
Nielsen with a miss. Cami with a rebound. To Loy, to Elliott. Elliott dribbles. Passes back over to Cami. Loy Wade way out. I don't know if Steve wanted to take the shot, but hey. She gets one a game, I guess.
I think that's one of those of being up 28 points with 2 minutes left. Loy says, "I'm gonna get some from me."
There we go.
Doesn't always work out, but as a player, it's always good to shoot those.
All right, Sanfro with a right-handed dribble. Loy pokes that away. McLean long three ball, no good. Block out by Loy. Rebound Nighthawks. Cami slowing things down. 1:40 left in the ball game. 79-51. Brugman looking. Oh, I thought she was going to dish the ball over to Elliott. Down low to Cami. Cami with a step away. Listen, step away. The rotation on the ball was pretty. About a 6-footer in.
Just so smooth, so in control. She knew what she was doing before she even touched the ball. One dribble, turn around, fade out the left hand, kept her elbow square. Beautiful move there by Kanishka.
Looks like Whitworth coach is going to get a couple players in. Somebody hasn't been in the ball game yet is Tara Kaneshiro. She's going to be checking, number 22. She's from Hawaii. Nice to see her in a ball game, getting a little action. Nighthawks pick up a foul. Is that on Loy? Yep.
Well, she might have picked up the foul there, but especially here in the fourth quarter and really all day, Loy's hands have been so active in forcing those turnovers, forcing those steals, and that's really been one of the big differentiators today. Is we knew those turnovers for the Pirates were going to be a key coming in and really forcing those. And really the half-court defense and forcing those steals in the half-court is something we don't always see from a coach steal offense, but I'm sure he'll take it either way. And Loy's really been a key to that, and that on-ball pressure, those rotations, those quick hands really makes a difference in the long run.
Maxwell dumps in 2 free throws. Maxwell now has 4 points. Pass into Loy. Back out to Elliott. Elliott for another 3. A little long. Yeah, she should have composed herself a little bit. 1 minute to play in the ball game. Nighthawks are up 81-53. Kicked it back out to Maxwell. Long 3. Good. Boy, you don't give them open opportunities. We got a foul. Shaughnessy Davis picks up a foul underneath the basket after the shot.
When we talk about Whitworth hitting that 3 there and coming in, shooting 32 points a game, or 32 threes a game, was something that we thought was going to be more of a factor today than it really has been. And that's credit to the Nighthawk defense. They've done a great job chasing the Pirates off the line, forcing them into uncomfortable situations. They haven't always done a perfect job of keeping them off the free throw line, but at the end of the day, a 25-point lead with 40 seconds left is nothing to frown about.
See who the foul was on. Correction. Foul was on number 2. Shaughnessy Davis. That's her third. Puts Cram at the line to shoot free throws. Yeah, they've only shot 23 balls, so they're 7 for 20 at 35%. Whitworth. Nighthawks are 7 for 15, 46%, and shooting 50% from the floor. All right, Nighthawks will sure slow things down a little bit. Don't have to force anything. Quick foul on Maxwell. Lloyd got the errant dribble, but no good. Foul was on the floor.
When we talk about those shooting percentages too, 46% from 3, 50% from the field for the Nighthawks. They have over 20 assists as a team to, Whitworth's 9. Low turnover percentage, scoring off of turnovers.
Oh, Bo Brugman. Again, left hand, kiss off the glass. Sorry for interrupting. That was great. She was almost underneath the basket. I don't know how she got it off the glass.
I'll tell you what, Rob, if Bo makes a play like that, you can interrupt me anytime.
That was a great play, and one coming for Bo.
And that puts her at 18 points on the day. She has had a huge, huge second half, solid all day long.
She joins Kendall Clark. Ooh, man, in and out. Looks like one of my putts, my last golf round. 25 seconds left here at the Johnson Sports Center on the campus of Northwest Nazarene University. Nighthawks are up 83-58. McLean with a left-hand shot, no good. Rebound, Elliott Lee. I don't know if I think Elliott's the shortest person on the court with a rebound. Get her in that category. I don't think she'll be pulling any double-doubles, but good to see her. Cami Kaniska just slowing things up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Man, what a great opportunity for the Nighthawks to come after a late night. Nighthawks played down in Ellensburg at 3 o'clock. After they played, got on the bus, got back at 1 o'clock, had a little bit of rest, came back and had a great evening. And we'll hit you with some stats here real quick. I'll let Noah do that.
Yeah, just a really, really solid game, as we were talking about just a second before. 20 assists as a team, 46% from 3, over 50% from the field, only 50% from the free throw lines. That'll be something to fix going forward. But overall, just a great job in solidity of play and really team control. As we talked about just a second ago, Bo Brugman, 18 points today, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Kendall Clark also with 18 points. Emma Clark, 10 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, leading the way in both categories there. Cammie had 12 points in double figures also. Just a really solid effort up and down the lineup for the Nighthawks.
If I'm reading this right, the Nighthawks had 45 bench points.
And, when you have that kind of depth relative to your opponent, that's just so hard to replicate. And credit to, all those bench players today, from the Nighthawks. And that credit to Coach Steele. It's really hard to enter a game with that mentality that, I might not be starting, but, I'm going to do all it takes to win and contribute. And, beautiful job done by those, both by the bench players and by the starters here for the Nighthawks up and down the lineup.
The other thing I noticed, too, is that you look at the minutes. Northwest Nazarene University's team, 21, 22, 24, 20, 25, 19, 20, 20, and 28. Those are minutes. And there is your 45 bench points, basically half of the Nighthawks points. So credit, again, to Coach Steele and Coach Van Dyken for getting all those players in and playing some great team basketball tonight.
Absolutely, and just allowing each of those players to get in a rhythm is really what contributes to being able to play good team basketball across the board, getting everyone involved, and that way you can translate from the practice court to the court for the game. Just a great job. Having 19 minutes as your fewest minutes on the court by a player, man, that's just a beautiful job of rotation.
Well, folks, it was great having you join us. Your final score, Nighthawks 83, Whitworth 58. If you have some time, go over to NNUsports.com and, after we leave, check in and watch the guys finish out their game against Cal State LA. Root on Coach Hawkins and the men's team. So Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and we'll be back with you when the Nighthawks are back. They hit the road, but we'll be back joining you in December, early December. So have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. Nighthawks again, 83-58 winners this evening.